like, it doesn't fit my worldview of how impactful Jews are in the world society,
Yeah, right.
that there's only 15 million of them in the world.
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
I actually think that's where a lot of anti-Semitism comes from, is this kind of disparity of size versus impact. Right? I think that's a huge
Oh, it
source of
could
that.
be. Yeah, it could be. I
Right?
mean, yeah, that's
But
interesting.
and then so I mentioned it in passing to someone else, a higher up person in my company, and they're like, they just disbelieved when I said it.
Yeah, you're like, this something's not. It's
And
just something doesn't
I'm
click.
like, I've done my research, I've done this, I've done, and they wouldn't believe it. But they wouldn't go look into it either. They're not the kind of person
Yeah,
to try to figure it out. And
it's just not
I
that
was the kind of
important.
person
So
to try to figure it out. But honestly, I'm like, that was one that was a disconnect where the disconnect was I was wrong in my
yeah,
assumption on that. Right?
yeah.
But it didn't pass my sniff test. And then when I learned about it, oh crap! But then I had to build a new thesis around this idea, and that's where I think my now viewpoint that a big chunk of anti-Semitism comes from what I would call the disproportionate success of Jewish people overall versus the number of Jewish people in the
Oh,
world.
that's
I don't know of any
interesting.
other religions that have that level of impact.
I guess it could be. They are God's chosen people, right? So
Yeah, but I mean, if it's easy to pick on the little guy, right?
yeah,
So here's a group of only 15 million people. Let's go pick them, blame everything on them,
yeah, yeah.
right? And we're all victims. It's not our fault. It's their fault over there. And there's only 15 million of them anyway, so it's easy to blame them.
You got to be careful doing that kind of blame game because here's the
Sure.
problem with that, right? Here's the problem. Well, it's way easier to do that, right? Saying, yeah, it's that dude's fault, not my fault, actually. The problem with that, though, Chris, the problem with it is you give away that power because now you no longer know mentally you've blocked yourself because you no longer have the ability to advance because you think, and you're right, that it's their fault, actually. So that means I can't move forward, as opposed to saying, wait a minute, maybe it's my actions that are keeping me from moving forward. It's not those guys necessarily. Maybe I need to start changing things so I can get more of
Oh,
what I
but
want.
Machiavelli taught us that this is one of the easiest ways to do it. You find someone else to blame. It's not your fault that things didn't go wrong. It's someone else's fault. Let's go blame them. Then let's build a coalition against them. Let's ostracize them. Let's throw them out. Let's kill them off. Do whatever, right? And now if we're all happy, yeah, it's not my fault. I'm the leader, but I'm the good guy, and those were the bad guys. And then the economy tanks again. People start to suffer again. So I find the next group. Oh no, now it's this group over here.